Hello everyone, this is Michael W. Ford. Today I'm going to give a short presentation on invoking and working with the Watchers, or the Fallen Angels of the Book of Enoch, from my grimoire, Fallen Angels. Now, I've described before, as you can see with the circle of invocation or evocation, the essence of invoking the Watchers is merely to bring a convocation between you and the spiritual energy or the deific mask of that particular Watcher, and what their attributes are and what they are said to guide and instruct upon. Now, the Watchers are from the Book of Enoch, which was written roughly 168 BCE during the Second Temple period, and is associated with the time of the Seleucid kingdom, Hellenistic kingdom, which is one of my favorite historical periods, which I'm actually working on a book on concerning Antiochus IV. Some of this influence went into the Book of Enoch. However, the tradition of the fallen angels goes much older than that. But the names of power within the Book of Enoch can be confusing depending on how the variations are spelled and how long are the different translations from the Ethiopic to the Greek, and the various translations associated with it. In the book Fallen Angels, this grimoire, which the first part, or actually 80% of it, is dedicated to the Luciferian path of working with the Watchers. The seals that I've presented in the grimoire were recomposed by names of power around the tradition of Enoch, but from a Luciferian perspective. The names of power spelt in Greek, in Hebrew, and variations of those, as with the sons of El around, representing the nature of these types of fallen heavenly spirits. Within the sigil itself is usually specific types of symbolism, be it alchemical, planetary, elemental, or aspects depicting the essence of that particular Watcher, representing it. Now, you can begin with any of the Watchers, be it Shemyaza, be it Azazel, Arakiel, Kasadje, Aspil, Ramiel, Barakriel, who Barakriel I've worked with a lot in the past few months due to the book on the Jinn that I am working through, which in the Arabic magical transition tradition, Barakriel is found there as well. Taking one of the seals, you will visualize and establish a single goal for the type of working. So if it's Shemyaza, it is to understand the methods of practicing sorcery, casting spells. So learning and attaining the insight to properly have those skills. Okay. And if you look at the illustration of Shemyaza, which is by the fabulous Mitchell Nolte, a long-term illustrator and artist who has been wonderful in collaborating with me in past years on these grimoires, bringing an image to them, a visualization of the specific deific mask. If you go to the first key of the Watchers, which is calling forth the fiery Arin Wi Koladashim, there's a pretty extensive, broke up into several parts, method of calling forth the Watchers, the Beni Elohim, which is done to invoke the type of spirit the Watcher is. And then you have the names of power, which those are always vibrated rather than just chanted, as in Shem Haza Tuklif Ramtil Kokobil Urliel Ramiel, Daniel, Zakril, Brakril, Aser, Harmoni, Matali, Ananiel, Sikhel, Simsachel, Serchel, Tamriel, Turiel, Yamiel, Zehoriel. And then it moves on, and you can vibrate that as many times. You offer incense, and then you name, I summon and invoke the illustrious Holy One, O Celestial Watcher, and then you recite the name. You visualize that type of watcher while you're reciting the name, and you offer incense, libations, and then that type of invocation, you can move on to bringing that type of spirit in and invoking. And after you finish the ceremony, which you may want to perform it for a set number of days in your initiatory workings, you will keep that talisman on you in your pocket somewhere, and focused on, and when you look at it, you think of automatically what you're trying to attain. And you may have strange dreams, a type of energy increase towards this, and you'll notice synchronicities which kind of validate that you're having success in your working by this. Don't expect something to talk to you. Think about the energies, your dream, etc. If you focus your Luciferian workings on establishing communion with your daemon, then that will be the mediating force from your subconscious to that type of watcher. Invoke them in this way, and you will have good success later on. Anyway, the grimoire is Fallen Angels, Watchers in the Witches Sabbat. The second high and low magic are discussed in this grimoire, as well as Luciferian witchcraft in practice. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, etc. And I will have more very soon. Banama Araman.